Ladies and gentlemen, this is Joe's Classic Video Games, back with another cool crane machine repair video for you this evening. Wasn't expecting that, were you? This is an older Big Choice claw machine. People call them crane machines, claw machines. People really like these. You wouldn't think that people would want one of these for their house, but they do. I don't understand it, but they do. We sell these pretty good. You know, since it's at your house, I mean, all you gotta do is open the door and get the stuffed animals. It kind of takes away the whole appeal. But for whatever reason, people love these things. We had one of these just like it last week and sold it. So I brought this one up out of storage, and we're going to try to get this one going also. This is an older one. I think Betson made this. Betson Big Choice. And I've looked it all over. I've examined it. And I've already figured out exactly what's wrong with it. It's broke. A lot of people mess with the newer ones. We actually prefer the older ones, because there's not really that much to them. There's the claw. There's a couple motors, one that goes back and one that goes sideways. And then down here, there's just that little tiny board, and it's got some relays on it, some diodes, a couple caps, a couple fuses, potentiometer back there that does the strength, and that's about it. There's the door for the bottom, but there's nothing down here. You pretty much just store your extra stuffed animals and stuff down there if you got it on location. So remember, I said I already looked it all over, and I did. And I noticed this earlier when I was looking it over. Those are where the fuses go. But somebody took the fuses out, and there's a little special little cap that goes in there. And they lost them. Whoever that was. So, I hate stuff like that, because if they would have just put those caps back where they went in, it would have saved me a heck of a lot of time. But now I don't have any of those caps. I mean, they're all different sizes. Some screw in, some you push and screw in. So yeah, now I'm gonna have to redo that whole thing. I'm not even gonna be able to use those. So, you know what we say, we gotta start at the wall. So I got to get the power cord out of there, and I'm gonna take those fuse holders out and replace them. Put some fuses in there, and then we'll start there and see what we can come up with. You were probably thinking, well, Joe, that's not going to be a big deal. Just take those 4 screws out, put you a couple of fuse holders in there, and put it back in. Well, I'm going to show you the problem. I took the 4 screws out. There's no wiggle room. I can't even pull this out. See how, I don't know if you can tell, but they're soldered right to the back of those fuse holders. And there's no back door. It's not like I can just take the back door off and get right to them. You could crawl down in here if you want, like a dog. I don't know if you can see. There's a big transformer. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to crawl in there probably and cut those wires off, and I may try to extend them and do something with them, but there you go. That's why I get it. That's why it's kind of annoying that the guy lost the 2 caps. If he would have just left the caps in there, I could have just put 2 new fuses in, wham bam, thank you ma'am, and I'm on my way. Figured out what's wrong with this board over here, because obviously something else is going to be bad, or the fuses wouldn't have been blown. But anyway, I'm gonna mess with that for a while. Well, I'm back. I ended up just putting some traditional fuse holders in there. I had enough room on the top, but the bottom one I had to extend a little bit. It doesn't look the greatest, but it's good enough for this neighborhood. And I finally caught my breath. I'm so out of shape. You should have seen me. I was laying up underneath there. I had to reach up through there trying to strip the wires, black tape it. And people probably walking by me thinking I'm having a heart attack. What the hell is he doing in there? Anyway, I got it all straight. I guess we're ready to plug it in and hope it doesn't just blow both of the fuses. See if I can get this set up straight. Alright, I'm gonna plug it in. Let me know if either one of the fuses blow. Did either one of them blow? I don't know how we're going to be able to know. I'm going to have to rewind the footage. Oh, neither one of them probably did blow. Look up top. I got signs of life now anyway. Alright, there's usually an on-off switch. Yeah, let's see what this does. Oh boy. This is looking pretty good, actually. I'm kind of surprised the fuse didn't blow. I wasn't expecting this. Well, now we're going to add a credit on it and see if anything else happens. Did you see how it... I don't know if it went to the side or not, but front and back motor is definitely good. Alright, so we're going to add a credit. Try to, it's kind of tricky. All right, back to the right, down. I think I might have a string issue. See how it didn't go down very far? I'm gonna do it again. Another credit. Oh, this one's on 50 cent. So this is one of the button machines. Most people actually like the joystick one better. But you only get one shot at the button one. You hit the back button, and whenever you let go, that's all you got. Then you got to go to the right, and whenever you let go, it's supposed to drop. So this is actually a lot harder than the joystick one. The joystick one, you know, you can move it around, change your mind, go everywhere over here and all that. This one, you only got one shot at it, going backwards and to the right. No going to the left. So as soon as you let go of that button, you can't go back any further. So that's all I got, see? All right, so now I gotta go to the right. Maybe the string worked its way out. Let's try it again. Oh, 50 cent. Yeah, it seems to be working fine now. It might have just been hung up on that switch right there. There's a switch right there that kind of determines when that comes up. But yeah, surprisingly, I think I've already got it fixed. I thought this was going to take me a lot longer. Now I got extra time. What do you think about the spider stomping? Everybody want to see a spider stomping? You were probably seeing it in the background, wondering what it was. Let me plug it in.
Island design.
I actually got this one with this crane.
Hey, bada, bada, bada.
And this is just a kid's game. The lights light up and you step on them with your feet. I know everybody wants to see me try it.
Hello! Get ready?
Get ready. You
Go!
ready? Boy's getting crazy.
Fantastic! Great! An expert spider stomper!
I'm an expert spider stomper.
Hey, bada, bada, bada.
So it's just a little game for kids. But anyway, back to the crane. I've got to get it cleaned up because obviously it's filthy. I'm just gonna clean everything up now. I gotta put the bulbs in. I guess I'll film that part. See how filthy this glass is? All the glass, and then we all that we'll clean up with a magic eraser, and then we'll fill it up with animals. But let's see if we can get some of those lights to work. It's got like some cool lights up top. All right, I'm thinking these are the right bulbs. These are 130 volt bulbs. This is what they look like. And this actually lifts up. So you can get in here, do the cleaning, and change the bulbs. And the thing about these bulbs is they actually go in pairs. So like if I put that one in, it's not going to turn on until I get that one in. And if I put that one in, it won't turn on until I put that one in. See? So let's see if they'll do anything. I might not have the right pair in yet. Or something could be wrong with it, and that's why they had them all unplugged or all out. Well, something's wrong somewhere. I might have to fix that somehow. Yeah, a couple of them should be on by now. Must have had some kind of issue with them, but I'll have to get that to work because that adds a lot to the machine. I don't really see anything obviously wrong. Alright, well I'm going to keep messing with this because I feel like I'm going all over the place with the camera. So I'm going to put all those bulbs in and try to track it down. So I found this fuse in the bottom down there. And I assumed it was one of the main fuses, because remember the two fuses down there were gone. And they were originally small like that, so I kind of assumed that that's what that was. But you know what happens when you assume. So then, remember, we couldn't get none of the lights to work. But I started looking up here. And that's the light board right there. And it was missing a fuse. So I'm gonna put that in there and maybe that'll get my lights going. Well, that didn't do it. So I'm gonna have to get out the multimeter and start chasing wires and see what's going on. And I thought that some people might be wondering, is anybody really gonna buy that spider stomping? So I was gonna tell you something. So games like this, it's going to take a while to sell. I know that going into it. But games like this also, if you do sell it, when you sell it, eventually you'll sell it. There's a lot more profit on it. So I can get a game like Pac-Man and fix it and sell it a lot quicker. But obviously I had to pay more for the Pac-Man. So, you know, the profit isn't quite as much as you would think. But a game like this I got for next to nothing. And eventually somebody will buy it for whatever I want to put on it. You know that saying. There's a butt for every seat. That's not exactly how the saying goes, but you know. I had a game here called Frenzy Express. You guys probably saw it in the video. Lots of videos because we've had it for a while. Well, I actually sold it a couple weeks ago, and that's why I brought this in, because I like to have one or two kind of oddball games that I know is going to sit around for a while. But I don't mind that. So since I sold the Frenzy Express, I brought this one in because I know obviously I'll probably have this a while. But this is a good little game for smaller kids. It spits out the tickets too. So I like to keep something like that in, just to kind of add to all the other stuff. But anyway, whenever I sell that, I'm gonna make a lot of money on it. It'll be mostly profit. But anyway, back to the crane. I'm gonna get out the meter and see if I can figure out what's going on with these lights. But once I get that working, I'm pretty much down to just cleaning it. And I'm gonna put some stuffed animals in there too. And then we'll see if I can win a stuffed animal. All right, so I checked the power coming into that board, and it's getting 120 in, and that board handles all those lights, so something on that board's broke. So I'm gonna take it out of there and see what's wrong with it. All right, so this little board is actually supposed to make the lights twinkle and dance and all that stuff. But unfortunately, the transformer's bad. There's a little transformer here. I tested. It's supposed to have AC on that side of the transformer and on that side. So it's got it going in, but it doesn't have it going out. So I'm pretty much just going to bypass this little board and just make it where all the lights light up all the time. They won't twinkle like they're supposed to, but I don't think it's that big of a deal. It would have been nice to get it to work, but don't have a transformer, so just gonna straight wire it. All right, we straight wired them. Got them working. I think that helps it out a lot. And we also put bulbs in the buttons. So whenever you get done going backwards, the button's not lit. So now you know to hit that button. So everything's working, so now we just got to do a lot of cleaning and put in the animals. Alright, I got it all cleaned up pretty good. Put some locks on it. I think I told you how I got the lights working. So now it's for the fun part. Now we got to put all the animals in. And this is where we get them from. Coast to Coast Entertainment. I only got one bag left, unfortunately, but that's what they look like when we get them. So I'm just gonna put this whole bag in there and we'll see what it looks like, but this is all I got, so it don't really matter. This is what it's gonna be. Alrighty. Here we go. You ready? Guess I'll put this camera over here. Then you gotta move them around, kind of fluff them up a little bit. All right, got them in there. So now I'm going to turn the claw back on because I had it off earlier. I had it all messed up because I was adjusting it. All right, so we're gonna put the glass down. That's pretty cool. When you got 1/4, this is set up on 50 cents. So whenever you got 1/4 on it, one light comes on. Or the other one just burned out on me. Other one burned out. All right, anyway, got it all back to home position. What do you think I should try to get? I'm gonna try to get that pink pig right there. Remember, I only got one shot at it. I don't think I went back far enough. Missed it. Boy, if I only had more money. I'm gonna try again. Both my lights are on now. I had that claw turned off while I was cleaning it, so maybe it took a minute to get back going again. I don't know, people. Dang it, if I only had 50 more cents. Oh, come on. You know what that tells you? That tells you they've got it adjusted perfectly. You don't want it real tight where everybody wins all the time. And you don't want it to be too weak where nobody ever wins because nobody's ever going to play it. You want it kind of in the middle. See, I've already put about $3 in it. And I haven't won nothing yet. Yeah, buddy. Oh, come on. I almost had it. I need more money. I think it's rigged. It's rigged. I should have kept track of how many credits I'm putting on it. Alrighty. Well, I'm gonna see if I can turn up the claw. Sent more power to it. Let's see if I can win something now. If I turned it the right way. Yep. See how I got it on the first try? There's an adjustment right there. Righty tighty, lefty loosey. Turn it to the right, it'll send more power up there to the claw so it'll grab it. If you back it out, it'll just, you know, you've played a claw machine. But for whatever reason, whenever we sell them to people for their houses, they always want it as strong as it'll go. They want to win every time they play. They cheat. But there you go, you can see everything works on it. Like I say, we like these older ones. Kind of looks like a, you know, an 80s or 90s movie theater look. And this is one of the smaller ones that'll go through any doorway. It's only about 25 inches wide. It rolls good. Some of the big ones are 5 or 6 feet wide. That, you know, you can only put those in a bowling alley or your garage or something. But we try to stick with these small ones. They're a lot easier to sell. And again, we like these older ones because there's not really that much to it. I mean, you saw it. There was just a few relays, some diodes, a few caps. Got that transformer in the back, but those things hardly ever go bad. I don't know why whoever had this before took the fuses out. Who knows? But I just put a couple fuse holders in and it started coming back to life. But I've pretty much got it all finished up now. I got one cover I gotta put back on. This cover goes over that to hide all the gears and the pulleys. But anyway, that's pretty much going to do it for this one. This is Big Choice Claw Machine. Thanks for everybody for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.